Okay, hi Sue. So
Hi,
did you
Todd.
find a property as quickly as you thought you could now that you've ended the 90-day program?
Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I just did my first fix and flip in less than 2 months. Yeah, I think it's less than 2 months, which is awesome. And I'm so glad that God Todd is here and guide me and lead me the way. And you absolutely made my life much easier and the training much easier. And he helped me a lot on the contractors, how to deal with them, how to supervise them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good, and also I have learned a lot from the first training. Now I know how to patching, caulking, and
So,
painting.
so what about lining up funding just to go from A to Z here with you over the last 90 days? So you found a property easily the first week. Did you line up funding? What do you think about that? Was it as easy as you expected? Harder?
That was much easier than I thought.
Very
Because
good.
I would never expect that I would be qualified for any kind of loan since with my job and.
But you
It's
used
kind of
private
hard.
funding,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
And then what about putting together a rough budget with the cheat sheet? Was that relatively easy or difficult, or what was that about?
No, it wasn't easy, but it saved my life.
But it worked, right?
Yes. No. Yeah, it was good.
Was it hard to pick out your finishes? That you ended up with oil rub bronze and your paint colors and your tile. How'd that go?
It was good.
It was-
Except I hate the part that I had to carry the tiles into the house.
So not a problem there. What about, was it hard to find contractors to get the numbers that you were looking for?
Yeah, it was a lot of trouble because we were trying really hard to limit the budget. So we did on friendtrusted.com, but we did not work out at all. But Quiznos, it was good.
So that didn't work very good.
Yes.
But and then how about renovations? Was it frustrating? Was it pleasant? How was renovations? Give us the honest truth.
Okay, so demolition was okay. Basically, just taking everything apart.
But after
okay,
that,
then afterwards, dealing with the contractor. That's the hardest part for the renovation. But a couple weeks later, like 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm getting used to it because, be honestly, I have to start to learn from chisel. Yeah,
And-
I certainly have updated my vocabulary.
so you learned though, and it came together. Is that
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay. And what about, were you concerned that you'd be able to sell it for what you wanted to?
Well, I
You
thought
worked
we
first,
only
right?
make $10,000 on
Yeah.
on my first project. If I was lucky enough.
So
But
it went
is
better than you thought, right?
way better than I thought.
Okay, good.
I was like, well, I just hope everyone knows my money.
And how was it dealing with once you got it under contract? How was it dealing with the inspectors? Radon, general inspection. You had a mold inspection here last minute that was a little frustrating.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad dealing with the inspectors. But for me, I think it was horrible to deal with buyers.
Okay. And what about the close? Was it hard to close today? You closed March 1st?
The close was smooth.
Or March 2nd, I'm sorry. So basically 90 days from the very start to the end here, a little over 90 days. Is that right?
Yes.
Excellent.
I think it's less than 90 days.
And you didn't know anything though coming into this, did you?
I told you I didn't even know chisel.
So going forward, how would you improve the business model moving forward from here?
Well, how do I improve? I don't know, I think the program is really good enough, and it's not just good enough, it's really good. And the only thing is I just have to be hands-on more, get more familiar, and also I want to get involved more, like learn how to do other jobs, so they come to supervising the contractors. I would know what I'm doing, and I know what they're supposed to do.
So a little more general knowledge.
Yeah.
And then what was the most rewarding part of the last 90 days?
Well, I gained lots of knowledge. That's good, and also most rewarding, I think, it's probably the profit.
The money, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, how could you improve your team on your next project?
I think I have to be really strict on it.
Very, very strict. More discipline. Whips and chains, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what are your goals for the next year?
Next year, I want to make $1 million.
All right. But this year, I'm sorry, to finish out this year, you're the first quarter in. So for the next 3 quarters, what are your goals? How would you like to finish this year out?
I want to at least $500,000.
$500,000. So we're shooting for 400,000 to $500,000.
Yes.
Very good. Now you're incredibly smart and beautiful, and
yes, I know.
and but can anybody with the right training, do you think that they could do this?
Yes.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yep.
I mean, you had a language challenge, and you didn't even know a chisel, so and you did incredibly well.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
That's because the program is awesome.
Perfect. That closed it. Well, one more question. On a final note, what's your advice about those that are thinking about getting involved in real estate investing?
Well, I think now is the best opportunity for anybody who wants to get involved with the real estate, and the market is absolutely fantastic, especially once, like Todd mentioned, like farther away from Denver, the bigger the margin is, which is great. If you want to change your life, if you don't want to make minimum wage, if you want to be your own boss, yes, this is the right career for you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Sue, for your training.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Oh yeah.